Hello traders, Chris here from the Incometrader.com futures trading room. Today we're going to cover the Incometrader pivot buy setup. And the real reason here of the video is to introduce our latest and greatest new indicator called the Incometrader trend arrow. Basically, the trend arrow tells us which direction to trade. I've often had traders come to me in the past saying, I really like futures trading, it's fun, it's exciting, but I'm not always sure which way to trade the market. Well, we're going to kind of help you out here with this new trend arrow. Basically, the way it works is if that green arrow is pointed up, or triangle, however you want to look at it, is pointed up, you're only looking to buy. When the arrow moves from a green arrow to a down red arrow, then you're only looking to short. So basically the rule here is follow the arrow. If it's green, you're looking for longs. If it's red, you're looking for shorts. Pretty simple. There's a little bit more to it than that, but we'll get into that in just a moment. So in our example here, we have two charts. Chart to the left is our trade entry. Our chart to the right is our trade management. And what we're going to do before we get into that is quickly go over what's on the chart here so you have an idea what I'm referring to. Here's our Incometrader trend arrow. Our Incometrader pivot right here sitting for us, ready for a fill order if we have the correct setup. Here's the buy zone. This is the area that we're actually looking to make a trade or place a trade inside this current bar range indicator, the inner brackets, not the outer brackets. And then we have an Incometrader auto target over here to the right, and our Incometrader trend. It's identified by either the green stops or the green price bars. They're the same. So if one's green, the other one's green. So in the future here, I'll just refer to a green arrow, green bars. And that's really the whole key here to the setup. For us to place an Incometrader buy would be the Incometrader trend arrow tells you what direction to trade. So always trade in the direction of the arrow. The key here is to trade in the direction of the Incometrader trend arrow and the trend. If these two match up, you should be looking for a long setup. If they don't match up, that means you have a down red arrow and green price bars. You sit on your hands and wait until they do. So it's a good little way to learn to know if the market's tradable and which direction you should be trading the market by following the relationship of this green arrow or red to the green or red price bars. So in this case, we're set up for a long entry with the green arrow and the green price bars. Now the chart to the right will be the trade management, which we'll get to in just a moment. So let's continue on with the discussion here. In order for us to take a green Incometrader pivot buy, first thing we need is a green Incometrader trend arrow. Yep, right there. Next, we need to have a green Incometrader trend. Here's our green price bars. So that's good to go. And there's our reason to buy an Incometrader pivot. You notice it's also green. And prices are currently up here at 88.63. So we're going to place a buy limit order, put it right on the pivot at 88.58, the current price. So put a buy limit order right here, sitting there in hopes that prices will come back, fill us, and then continue higher towards our target area. Here's a target area, Incometrader auto target, so it's a possible target area. There's also another one up and through here. Now, let's say that we do get filled at 88.58 and we move on to the chart to the right, the trade management aspect. This is important. Step number 4. Once you're filled, you bring your stop, which initially may have been down here. Depends on what kind of bracket you have set for your target and stop. Always when you place a trade, have a target and stop placed at the same time. Don't mentally try to adjust it. You're just going to get yourself in trouble, especially when the market moves quickly. So I always have an order. One cancels the other, bracket order, when placing a trade. So let's say my initial stop loss was here. Maybe my initial target was here. I don't know, just draw a line there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it in. I'm going to bring my stop loss first, most important, to the lower bracket. After that, I'll take my target and adjust it to whatever area I have above, indicating a potential exit zone. So in this case, we have an Incometrader auto target, so I'll just bring it down about one tick in front there. And that's my trade management aspect of the trade. Now, after we've done all that, we have to consider some other things, especially when we start off to the left here. Before I do any trade, I always use this DIVE acronym. Basically, I'm looking for a direction. I'm trying to identify, verify, and execute. A lot of traders think you just put a trade on, forget about it. No, I also look at another chart. You know, we have a KISS strategy. If you haven't seen that video, look it up. But I'll use my KISS chart, which basically gives me my trend and a volume signal, whether to enter or not. Now that we're looking in to take a trade, we want to use a DIVE acronym. Direction, the green Incometrader trend arrow and green Incometrader trend. The I for identify, we're entering at a green Incometrader pivot, which you can see right here, or an auto target if we happen to have one somewhere inside this buy zone. Either one would be fine, as long as we're pulling back to it, hitting it as support, looking for a bounce higher. Next, we want to verify. This is where a lot of people, traders in general, fail to verify what the actual trend of the market is. Yeah, sure, we have a chart here that gives us a green arrow and green price bars. That's the start. But if I'm looking at my 5-minute or 466 chart and it's doing this, is that a trend? No. It's consolidation, right? If the market's consolidating, do I really want to take this trade, knowing that I'll just get filled and the market will just chop around and maybe stop me out or just sit there forever? No, I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that my 5-minute and or 466, doesn't matter which chart you're using, but you need to identify a trend. If my other time frame, let's say my 5-minute chart is trending to the upside, I can take this trade with confidence, knowing that I will have a very good chance of it working out. This chart is set up to give me a buy. My 5-minute chart's in an uptrend, and therefore I'm looking for a buy and a reward at my target area. So make sure when you verify, make sure that the chart is trending. And if you've been with us at any time, you've seen the volume arrows that we have on our KISS chart. If we're in an uptrend and volume fires off, this trade is going to work out more often than not. I can't say work out 100% because nothing's 100%. But if you have a chart that's trending and volume firing off to the upside, giving you a buy signal, the market is going to follow and go higher. And then execute. We're going to execute at our predetermined price at 88.58 in this example, and or if the market continues higher and we print another pivot or auto target, then we'll look for an entry at that area. So don't forget the DIVE acronym: direction, identify, verify, and execute. Dive into the trade, make sure the market's trending, make sure you have volume on your side. That will make for a better setup. Okay, now let's go ahead and move on to an actual trade example. Okay, here we are on our crude chart, and you can see that we have a buy here at 88.58. So I'll take this buy limit order, sit down out of the way, put it exactly on 88.58, in which case we're looking for a fill order. And there's our fill. So first thing I do once I'm filled at 88.58 is drag my stop loss up to my lower bracket of the current bar range indicator. Then my target price, I'll move that up to wherever my target area is. In this case, it happens to be right at the exact spot I want it, 88.68, or one tick below the Incometrader auto target. So noticing this trade, you can see that we have a green arrow, green price bars, and we took our fill, 88.58. Market's moving higher towards our target price. We haven't quite got there yet. Now I can do one of two things here. I can continue to adjust my stop at the lower bracket here, or in this case you saw that as I went up to 8 ticks profit, my stop automatically jumped up to -5. So either or is fine, however you want to manage it. At the very minimum, always leave your stop at the lower bracket of the current bar range indicator. You notice we had another pivot print here on a 2-minute chart at 88.58, and we're still waiting for our fill. Now when I took this trade, I was looking at my 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart was in an uptrend. It actually fired off a volume signal indicating that we were going to go higher. And so I took this trade with confidence, knowing that I'd get my fill. If you've enjoyed this video, hope to see you in the futures trading room at Incometrader.com. Good luck and good trading.